Hello and welcome to Musepen.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn on how to insert external or embedded codes into Muse. But recently we have found four scenarios where the code needs to be inserted into a specific location. The first scenario is to insert the code into head section of the page. So basically, some services like Google Analytics, they provide the codes that need to be inserted into head of the page. If you talk about something like YouTube.com, if you want to embed their video, they provide you a code that you just need to insert into the body, and you can place it anywhere. There are two more scenarios where you need to insert code right after the opening body tag or right before the closing body tag. So the first two options to insert code into head and into the body, these two options are there in Muse. I would go ahead and show them to you also. Also, if we talk about any scenario where a service is asking you to insert a code right before the closing body tag or right after the opening body tag, in that case you can use this widget provided by us, that is Insert HTML Pro, that give you the capability to insert the code right after the opening body tag or right before the closing body tag. So we will go ahead and check all the four scenarios in the coming part of this video. So for example, we are on Muse, and let's give you an example. If we talk about this chartbeat.com, they have code that needs to be inserted into a page, but it has to be inserted into two ways. First step, it requires to insert it right after the opening head. Okay, so you want to insert it into the head section. So if we have to insert it, it's very simple in Muse. Just copy the code, go back to Muse, and let's say you want to insert it into the head of this page, which is insert HTML page. Simply go to page properties. It would open a dialog box, and you need to go to metadata section and you need to paste the code over here into HTML for head section. Once you save it, the code will be inserted into the head section. Let me show you what we are talking about. So let's go to file, preview page in browser. The page is loaded. There is nothing much to see. There was no change. But if we inspect the codes, so right click and do inspect element, and then once it is open, you can see that in the head section there is a code generated that we had inserted. So what was the code? Let's go back to the page and verify that. Variable sf start pt. So what is that? Here we go. So it is here, and this is into the head section. So this is the way you insert code into head of the page. Now the next part is to insert any code in anywhere in the page. For an example, we'll go to youtube.com, we'll generate an embedded code for our video, and now we have the code. Okay, so if I want to insert this code anywhere in the body tags or between the body tags, I would copy the codes, I would go inside Muse, I'll go to object, insert HTML, I'll paste the code over here, I'll click on OK, and the beauty is I can place it anywhere. But even if you are put at this part, you cannot make sure that the codes are there in the beginning tag, okay, or right after the opening body tag. That is a different part. So I have this code, I can place it anywhere, and I can preview it in browser, and it would show us the video for YouTube. Here we go, and it would play. Okay, so this is the way you can the body tag. Now if there is an instruction you have where they're asking you to insert the code right before the closing body tag or right after the opening body tag, we have a widget for you to get this done. Simply go to Musepen.com, look for Insert HTML Pro, and download this widget. It's a free widget. So once the widget is downloaded, you would receive this file, which is Musepen insert html Simply double click on it and it would be added to Adobe Muse in the library panel. So if we look at it, it has been added into this library panel. Okay, so we do not require this, so let's move it. Now let's go ahead and drag and drop it. Now it has given 4 sections. Don't worry about that. It is in case you have a very big code, because one text window allows only 2048 characters. So we have given you the space for 4 so that you can upload a code with 9182 character code. Okay, so there are two things. First thing is set up these codes, and other one is this checkbox. We'll just talk about it, what it is. First of all, let's go back to the page from where you will get the code. Okay, so this step says that insert the code right after the closing body tag. Okay, sorry, right before the closing body tag. So let's see how we do with this widget. First of all, I would copy the code, I would paste it into the window and make sure the existing text has been removed. Excellent. Now this button says top of the body. It means it would place the code right after the opening body tag. So let's just uncheck it. Now it would place the code right before the closing body tag. So now let's come out of it and let's go ahead and preview the page. This would take a moment. Okay, here it is. Nothing is showing up. So let's go ahead and check the codes. And if we go ahead and scroll down, you would observe that the code is placed right before the closing body tag. So this is the way you can insert the code right before the closing body tag. Now similarly, if you want the same code to be visible right after the opening body tag, just go ahead and check it here and preview page in browser. It always take a bit of time on my machine. Okay, so here is the code, and here is the body, here is the body, and here we have the codes right after the opening body tag. And don't worry about these lines, these would not impact your codes. Okay, so this is how you can insert external codes in Muse without any problem. In case you have any doubt about this widget, or if you have any bug that you have found and you want to share it with us, feel free to send us an email on contact@Musepen.com, and we would be more than happy to fix that and provide you the updated version as soon as possible. So thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.